Hello, someone's on the phone, 609. I'm here.
Hello.
We have someone on the phone number, but I don't know who it is. Aaron said he's going to be a little bit late.
Okay.
There's a Rutgers climate thing, planning thing for something. And I think a lot of DSA people are on that. It's at 8 o'clock on Thursdays. So that may be part of why people aren't here.
Okay.
I don't know how long it is or if that's where Aaron is, but I just been the last like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I think.
Who's on the phone?
I already asked that question and got no reply.
Okay. Well, if they don't answer within the next 2 minutes, I'm gonna kick them.
Makes sense.
Oh, can you not hear me?
Now we can hear
We
you.
can hear you now.
All right. There's a peculiarity with my phone. I had to switch to speaker in order to be heard. I kept speaking and like no one seemed to have heard me. I have to dial in because I'm right now heading out to make a mutual aid delivery that kind of can't be delayed.
Okay.
Were you on the mutual aid meeting tonight?
Yes.
Okay. Me, Felix, four of us were on the naloxone training. That's why we weren't at the meeting.
Yeah, Felix was in the naloxone training, and then like
Yeah.
he had to kind of like lights off because right now he's working for UPS and like compounded with the coursework, schoolwork, like me, a lot of nights he's basically just completely drained.
Did everyone
makes
eat
sense.
tonight?
I had cereal for breakfast.
You like
I
a
think
better
couple-
feeding yourself.
Couple of cupcakes that people gave me. Haven't had time to eat. I'm gonna eat after the meeting now,
I
for sure.
Amazon Kitchen got this new meal. It's butternut squash with macaroni and cheese, but it's like vegan and it's kind of really delicious.
Probably costs money though, doesn't it?
Yeah, each meal is like $9, but it's
Yeah.
easier to have that.
Way out of my budget.
I have no
Once
clue
a
what I'm
month.
gonna do since I lost food stamps this month.
Yeah, you probably make too much now.
Yeah, kind of bummer.
Well-
They should like let you keep them for a few months, like when you do return to work, because like it would like help you transition into a better lifestyle and like just it would take the stress off of so much. But of course, the government doesn't work with logic.
Well, once they go back to the normal amount, I can only get $20 a month, so that's basically almost nothing anyway.
Yeah, which food is a right, not a privilege.
Yep. But that's not what they believe. But that's why we're all here. We have somebody new on the call.
Yes, I noticed that.
We should
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Amina Toller. Just wanted to introduce myself. I'm one of the founding members of Montclair Mutual Aid here in New Jersey. I've signed up a while ago to start getting emails, and this is the first meeting that I've been able to attend. So I'm just here to listen, see what I can learn, take back to my organization, or rather the organization, and looking to partner. So I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Oh my God, I love Montclair Mutual. They have like, I was telling you guys, they have like the little libraries, but with food.
Yeah. We work, NJPPC, we work with them too. We're doing a picnic in Montclair on October 2nd. They may or may not be involved in that, but Kevin from NJPPC and Danielle both live in Montclair. So I'm very glad to have someone from Montclair Mutual Aid here. Because yeah, they really do a lot over there.
All right, so it is,
Cool.
okay, past 5
Well,
minutes.
We should,
Um,
since we should all introduce ourselves, since we have a new person.
yeah, I
Keep
was
it
gonna say
contained.
that. But first, before we do that, who is taking notes tonight?
No one. I'm on the phone. I don't even have my computer up, so I can't take notes.
Okay, well, it's a good thing we record these things because people can just watch them back. All right, I'll start off introductions. My name is Mia. I'm a part of Union County Mutual Aid and one of the planners of the conference for Solidarity Network NJ. And yeah, that's it. Oh, I'm supposed to assign someone to, okay, Mark, your turn.
Hi, I'm Mark, Central Jersey DSA, also New Jersey Poor People's Campaign, and a whole host of other organizations. Yeah, also one of the planners for the conference. I kind of handle logistics for this. And Amina, if you want to give me your email address, I've been sending out a new set of emails just for the people who've been attending the planning meetings. There's no requirement to do any work or anything, but if you want to get like a follow-up email, you can give me your email address. And like once a week, I send out an email to that. Well, there's also a bunch of other stuff. Mia is our tech department. So she can cover some of that. And I just close my chat screen and there's Aaron. So I'll pass it over to Aaron.
Hello, my name is Aaron. My pronouns are he, him, and I'm with Central Jersey DSA.
Popcorn.
Yes, so.
I think Yoshi's the only one left.
Oh, is that Yoshi? I'm not sure who.
Yeah,
who's,
Yoshi's on the phone.
Oh, hi, Yoshi.
He may
Do you
or may
want
not
to?
be muted.
Yoshi, pronounce he, him, they, Central Jersey DSA.
All right, and then Amina already did introduction before, so we can start the meeting. What's oh, we have to discuss Lumia. I forgot about that. We can start off with Lumia.
I forgot to vote.
Yeah, they
Oh.
should be extended.
Yoshi and I were the only two that voted, and right now it's at equal votes for
My inability to log in to Lumio with my newly created ssnj.org. I don't know what I was doing wrong exactly.
Okay, so your SNNJ email and your Google account for the Solidarity Network is not single sign-on for Lumia. You have to manually create an account. If we do want to, have single sign-on, I did speak to one. I have a contact at Lumio that was interested and like said, oh yeah, we can run it on your own server. So if we want to spin up a server in the cloud, we can run it ourselves and just have everyone log in with their Google accounts that we give out. Oh, we have a new person.
I feel like oh,
Ash. We just did introductions for all of us. So if you'd like to introduce yourself,
Sure, is there anything special I should do or?
yeah, just who you are, if you're with any groups, and anything else you want to say.
Okay,
And the
cool.
last four of your social and mother's maiden name.
Got it. My name is Ash. I use they, them. I live in Jersey City. I'm with DSA, and I've also been helping to organize with Soul JC.
Awesome. Well, welcome in.
Thank you.
Yeah, so the single sign-on, if we want that, I could totally set that up for us, but I think we have to pay a one-time fee of like $250, then we own the software for life. And like that includes updates to it and everything. I don't think really we need to do that at this point, because the accounts that do request to join our Lumio are always approved anyway. And then if they kind of become inactive, we can automatically just like get rid of them and like free up that space for other people.
Yeah, spending 250 right now with a budget of $0 is probably not the best choice.
Yeah.
So for the new people, just to let you know, Ash, if you want to send me your email address, I send out a weekly email just to follow up from the meeting and like links and stuff like that. That's up to you. There's no requirements to do any work or anything, but I started a new list just from people that have been coming since we started doing weekly again. And we have SNNJ emails that you can set up. All the tech stuff goes through Mia. We have SNNJ emails for everyone. We have a website. We use Lumio for voting. So anyone can vote and anyone can make a proposal on anything. So anything we do can be changed in the future. We haven't had a lot of people voting at this point, but we have some polls out. We're using Slack for communication outside of meetings. Again, not many people are using it yet, but we've only been meeting for a few weeks back alive again. Is there anything else, Mia, that I'm forgetting?
I'm putting in the Lumio link in the chat. That's not too many N's, only 2 N's. Okay, that's
You'll
the
need it.
Lumio.
You'll need an
Um,
account to access these.
Yeah, so you can use any email you want to create these accounts. Just like when you do create your account, use your name that like you use in the meeting, so I know who you are and I can just approve you. And then we have a hand raised. Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm joining late. Oh, hi Shannon. We have a few new people today.
Amina, your hand is raised. You can go.
Thank you. I know, I heard that you guys are using Slack. Have you, Montclair Mutual Aid, we were using Slack and we loved it, but we discovered that they're gonna start charging now. So I didn't know if you guys were aware. So we moved over to Zulip. So if you're a, nonprofit, there is a discount involved for Slack, but I wasn't sure if you guys were aware that they're gonna start charging to use that service.
Yeah, so I was aware of that, but I used my nonprofit's EIN and I got us
Okay.
donated like 200 licenses or something for it.
Nice, very nice. Okay.
We also were using Rocket Chat, which is an open source like clone
Mhm.
of Slack. So if you want that for your group, I can literally spin it up for you guys in the cloud.
Okay, cool. I just was certain because I thought I heard someone say people weren't using it or you just started using it, but maybe I misheard. So my apologies.
It's
We were
okay.
using Rocket Chat for a while. The problem people are having is like people have so many different messaging services, they don't want to add new ones. But most
Right.
people have either Slack or Discord or Signal.
Mhm.
So we use Signal too. We have a Signal also, but
Okay.
Signal's like one channel, whereas Slack we can have multiple channels.
Right, right. Gotcha. All
Um,
right.
that's it.
Also some new stuff with tech. We have a software, an automation software. It's already being used for the Slack. So if someone submits a form on our website, it automatically generates a Slack message with the form details. There is a new version of the website coming out. It's under construction right now. It should be done in like 4 weeks. But it's streamlined, super fast, like has all the information where and when you need it. And yeah, it's built on the next generation of like the internet, which keeps changing like every year for some reason. Um, yeah, if anyone wants to help out with that, I can give you access to it, and that'd be super cool because it takes up all my time when I'm not working.
Yeah, I finally just last weekend learned how to start the website stuff, so I can help with that. Just, we'll talk. Were you done with tech updates? Lisa?
Yeah, I'm done.
So, with the Lumio polls, we've had a few polls already. You can see, once you get on there, you can see all the old polls. The ones we had this week, we had one about the points of unity, because the original points of unity had a long paragraph at the end, which was eliminated at some point. So we just voted to finalize the ones that are on the website, and that passed with one vote, which was me. So our simplified points of unity passed. You can see the points of unity on the website.
I love
We also,
democracy. I love democracy.
everybody had a chance. There were 9 people.
Fair.
Yeah, were you gonna say something?
And we should totally extend that now that we have new people with us, because we definitely want to hear their voice in the matter of this. Because if people are going to be involved, I feel like they should have, like, we should have some kind of consent agreement where we're allowing people to consent into this without, us just forcing it on people.
Yeah, I don't love the optics of, a vote on points of unity voted on by one person. So
That was just the only one that voted, but
I know.
so what we could do with standard voting is, if we do a vote tonight, say, that we should have it go, we can make it go until, say, like next Thursday at 8, so that it's done before the meeting. That's what I did with the date change, but I didn't get them started on Thursday night. So you want me to, I don't know if I have to redo it or if I could just extend it.
I
You can
actually
open
already
up
did.
the voting for it.
I kind of already
Okay.
did. Sorry.
Oh, cool.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
The other thing we were voting on is we're planning on having a social event in the fall. We originally were talking about October, so we put all the Saturdays in October in, and October 29th one. But because it's right before Halloween, and there was talk about having an event instead in November with an anti-colonial theme, being that, we're sort of like socialist type organizations. So I put a poll up for that, which actually ended at 8 o'clock tonight, but only 2 people voted on that. So I can extend that to next week also. It included October 29th because that date won the first poll. So in order to make a new poll, we have to include the first date plus all the Saturdays in November. So we can make both of those polls go till next week.
So I also kind of already opened up that one too.
Okay. And you're doing a total Dr. Evil finger there.
I'm hijacking democracy for my own ends tonight.
We love to see it. Okay. So let's take a look at the notes from last week, because there was some continuations that we needed to do.
Last week, there were only 3 of us on the call, so we had a short meeting. And some of the stuff we couldn't get to because we needed more people to be involved.
Okay. Do you remember what those were?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm just trying to let the new people know, what's going on.
Let me share this document. It's a rough draft, so if anyone wants to help out editing it, it'd be super cool. Okay. This is Not working.
Which document are you trying to share?
The teams for people to pick their team and what they want to do.
Okay.
Okay, got it. Okay, it's sharing now. So that's just a quick like blurb about each team that we have and we're trying to build. I'm currently doing outreach to mutualaid.nyc because they're the hub in New York City for mutual aid, and they actually created their own network, kind of like what we're trying to do with Solidarity Network. I adopted their onboarding form. Let me get that for you too, because we also have Airtable. But yeah, you can pick out anything you want to do and make it happen. And then when I can attend some of their meetings, I will be able to upgrade or update these a lot more.
On this document, there's only outreach and logistics.
Oh my God, there's supposed to be 3 more.
Yeah,
All right, don't look at the document. It's not done yet. I'm rescinding the
Retry.
document. This link,
Rescinded, consider it gone, annul it from your brain, strike that from the record. The jury is instructed to forget that they ever saw that.
the
We have
Airtable link.
logistics, outreach, tech. There was talk of a creative team. I don't know what happened with that. What were the other ones?
Let me take a look at Slack because each team has their own channel. SNJ.slack.
And if anybody new has suggestions for new teams or, you know, any feedback on the teams, you're always welcome. It's 100% democratic process, so everyone is equal. Some of us just have more time on our hands and are a little bit more insane. So we do more work on the side, but yeah, the Airtable has logistics, outreach, technology, and visitor.
Yeah, and on each one of those teams, you can actually choose skills. And then that also,
Oh, wow. I haven't even seen this yet.
yeah, so that's how they do it in New York City. And I did get all of the groups of the list of all the groups in New Jersey actually migrated to the Airtable and it's embedded on the new website. We definitely need to do some maintenance on that list because when I originally did it, it was super hard finding out information about the groups because a lot of people they're not online and they're kind of word of mouth. And we need to be more vigilant of that because we want to have those people involved too. Yeah.
And Mia, how come this
technology.
is asking for my social security number and mother's maiden name?
There is nothing asking for that, Aaron.
I'm sorry, I'm feeling goofy today. This is like my second hour being awake today.
We already
so
did that
sorry.
shit earlier.
I think we should take some time to allow the people that are just joining us this week to introduce their groups, what kind of support they need. And yeah, right now the kind of support we can provide is we can provide a mailing list of people that are interested. Wow, I can talk. Interested in mutual aid. We do have a calendar on our old website that you can list your events on. We also have a cloud computing account. We can also get you up and running with a mailing list, like a custom mailing list, and like have this software embedded into a website, and it can go through our Amazon account to send emails. And yeah, I think that's it.
So basically our role, we're not a mutual aid group. We're a group linking or a network linking mutual aid groups together and providing resources to make it easier for them to communicate with each other or to their membership. And it's a continuous work in progress. There is no final product. We keep growing and changing. for anyone who's new, we started out with months of planning for a large conference, which was held on May 14th at the Reformed Church of Highland Park. We did in person and online, so it was hybrid. There were some tech issues with that, but that was sort of the first goal, and then the group kind of died off after that, but a few of us kept going, and we brought it back in the last, like, say, month and a half. And we're back to having regular meetings.
May I?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I like the Airtable document. That's very cool. Again, my purpose or reason for being here, I forgot how I discovered Solidarity Network, but maybe someone in your organization reached out to us via email and I must have clicked something and signed up, which is great.
That
I've
was
just
me.
been okay. Mia, did we have a Zoom with you?
Yeah, I actually joined one of your meetings and like
Okay, great.
explained everything.
Makes sense now. So then you've attended one of our meetings. I guess for me, my purpose of being here is again I like that you guys link other mutual aid groups with other mutual aid groups. Montclair Mutual Aid, we started out so beautifully strong at the height of the pandemic. If the world shut down May 17th, Montclair Mutual Aid formed by May 20th, and we were just taking off. As the world is coming out of this pandemic, or so they say, members aren't as active as they used to be, and I'm not sure why that is. So I'm looking for a way to bring back the interest in mutual aid, because I know the interest is there for a town like Montclair. People were very, very involved. Again, I don't know if it's people going back to work and lifestyles have changed, etc. But the need for mutual aid in Montclair is still present, just because of the diversity of our town. So again, I'm just looking for ways to link up with another mutual aid group kind of in the surrounding area, as well as a way to try and bring back interest in Montclair Mutual Aid and recruit people. We've lost a lot of people. The Slack has probably over 285 people, but right now there's a good 10 of us that are still, active. And we're trying to hold on. We've created such a great name for ourselves here in town that I don't feel good walking away from it, because I don't feel like the work is done. I don't think the work will ever be done for mutual aid. So, if there's any advice or videos, workshops, persons, etc., I'm open. I did put my email in the chat. I will put it again. As far as this particular group, I can't say I can be that involved, but I'm here to listen. I'm here to help where I can, just because I have a lot of other things going on. But I like what I'm seeing and hearing. You guys kind of operate similar to the way that we do. But for me, I'm just really looking to bring mutual aid members back active, working, volunteering, contributing, donating, etc. It can't just be the 8 of us all the time. So there's got to be a niche. I don't know what it is, where it is, but I'm open to any ideas, suggestions. It doesn't have to be tonight. I'm not trying to hold everybody up tonight. But that's why I'm here. So I just wanted to, full disclosure, put that out there. Thank you for letting me speak.
Cool.
Amina,
Aaron?
it's Amina, right?
Yes.
Hi. So I'm Aaron. I'm actually the membership coordinator for Central Jersey DSA, and I'm pretty new in that role, but we're getting a membership. So we just started a membership engagement committee, and we're kind of working on some strategies for exactly the same thing that you're talking about. So if you'd like, maybe, at a different time, we can talk about some of the things we're doing, kind of put our heads together and see if any of them would work, in Montclair for you.
That sounds great. I had a vision, and because we work on consensus, I'm not saying it got shot down, but I feel like if we had started the way that I thought we should start way back in 2020, that we wouldn't be where we are today as far as active members really being active. So yeah, I would love to be a part of that. You know, if you want to have a discussion later at another time, I'm all ears. I can't stress this enough that, you know, people look at Montclair and assume that there's no need for mutual aid when clearly there is. You know, and for me, my struggles here are the diversity in this town can range from someone owning a $4 million home, you know, to someone living, a family of 5 living in a 2-bedroom apartment. So it's quite different. I've also learned that the people that live in the $4 million homes don't mind throwing money just so they can sleep a little better because they help the 5 people living in a 2-bedroom. But I want to find a way to bring those $4 million homeowners out into the streets, rolling up their sleeves, lifting boxes and getting involved. You know, throwing money at a problem isn't a solution. So I digress. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go way off track with that.
No,
So
that's great.
yeah, I appreciate that, Aaron. So whatever you know, have some time or want to shoot me an email, that's perfect. I appreciate that.
New Jersey Poor People's Campaign, I'm on their coordinating committee. We're having a picnic, like for the purpose of getting to know people and inviting people there on October 2nd from 12 to 3 at Wally's Choice Community Center. And
Oh, with Kevin Pierre?
Park. Yeah, Kevin's on the coordinating committee. Yeah. We had our meeting yesterday. So
Okay.
you want to get people out there. There should be people from, like, I know there's going to be people from all over the state there. I don't know how many are going to come from further south. I'm in Middlesex County. But last year we had one. It was a pretty good turnout and a lot of good networking opportunities there. So you might even find some other people from Montclair that come to that.
Yeah, I was at the last one. Well, I shouldn't say I was at the last one. We had just finished up our food distro and I came in the back to say hello because I had donated some items for that cookout. So I'm sorry I didn't
thank
get
you.
to stay and really sit down and mix and mingle with folks. But I'm taking Aaron's number down. You know, I can't multitask too well, so my brain gets slow. Yeah, so that's a good idea. You know, Glenfield Park is under heavy construction, right?
Yeah. I haven't seen it since the
It's a
construction.
dust ball. I live right across the street. It's filled with dirt.
Oh,
I don't know if that, thank you, Ash. This Ash Wolf said that, sent me a message too, right? Thank you. I'm not saying you can't use the park. I'm just wanting you to be prepared that it's a little dusty, a little dirty, a lot of dirt.
Kevin picked a location. They like Montclair because they live there.
Right.
I would pick, if I did it, I want to do something in Middlesex County because I know a lot of people in Middlesex County.
Right.
But maybe a future event will do that. So hopefully the
Okay.
dust isn't so bad by October.
Okay.
Mia?
Yeah. One of the things that we're trying to work on is building a network where we can share data about all of our participants. So if your group is open to like sharing like your email list, like basic demographic information, so we can definitely see who's like involved in mutual aid. And then that's also shareable with all the other groups that are part of the network. So yeah, that's something if you're interested in doing, we can definitely help with that.
Okay. Oh, sorry, let me turn my email off. All right. Yeah, I think that would be a good idea to share. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. We gotta figure out how to build it back. You know, I don't sleep well at night when I know that people are, I don't want to use the word suffering, hungry, you know, they got a lot on their plate, on their minds, etc. It's just not a good feeling. No one should have to live that way. So not in today's time, but I'm eager. I'm very eager to build up Montclair Mutual Aid again to what it once was in the height of the pandemic. So, because the need is here. So,
Well, that's an excellent goal.
yep.
And we will try to help.
Wasn't it 2 weeks ago that we proposed having an online event where groups can show up and like discuss what they do and the work they do to people. Whatever happened to that idea? Because I think that kind of got pushed to the back burner because of the in-person event coming up that's for the vote. But I think we should definitely do that and work with more groups to have them come and introduce themselves. We do have the infrastructure for it now. So we can definitely make it possible. I think we should focus on that a little more, maybe discuss that next week, or discuss it in Signal or Slack and just throw some ideas around. Let me put the Slack
I agree.
in let me put the Slack in the chat.
I love the idea. The hardest part with that is finding a date and time to do it where people are gonna be available.
Well, I mean, see if we can get them to come to one of these meetings.
The good thing about that though is they don't even have to come to a meeting because it's going to be recorded anyway on our Zoom and it goes to our cloud. So they can just watch it. Like we can keep that what's the word I'm looking for? Keep the momentum of like it being the initial event. We can post it on YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, let's definitely do that.
Yeah, the meetings are recorded so people can watch them later. And like I said, I send an email every week. Just what we did during the meeting. So if this is the only meeting you ever come to, you can still be part of the network. You don't have to participate to be included. Your level of participation is entirely up to you. Yeah, that's our Slack channel.
In order to get added to the Slack, you have to have an SNNJ Google account. So basically, it looks like this. It's a Google account for Google, the enterprise version of like their G Suite, something like that. But yeah, there's an onboarding form too. It helps like explain the different tools we use. We use ClickUp for like task management to kind of like assign tasks and like keep track of what's going on there. And what was the third one? Oh, the website. It walks you through creating a profile on the website. So you can log in and then access like the forums, the support forum, or like the information form, all of the stuff that's not available to the public.
The website itself is public, but some of the information is just for people that are part of the network. I'll put all this in the email too, so if you don't remember everything, since you gave me email addresses, I try to get it out within the next day or two, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But it'll come from Mark Lesko. That'll be the name on it. And it'll say Solidarity Network NJ post 9:15 meeting notes and updates.
You know, I didn't see your email this week and I was curious why I didn't see it. It went to my spam folder.
It probably will, because the SNNJ stuff seems to always go to the spam folder.
Yeah, I have no clue why. I've literally filled out so many support tickets with Google. Gmail just hates us.
For people that I have their personal email addresses, I send it to your personal email address. If you have an SNNJ email address, which Mia, you can set up with through Mia, I send it to that as well, with a line in there that if you only want me to send it to one or the other or be removed, I can do that. But I'll send it to whatever email addresses I have for you. That was
How
the longest
about,
moment of silence we've had.
let's see. Shanna, would you feel comfortable sharing anything?
Oh, about just about generally the Solidarity Network, you mean?
Oh no, I was just are you part of any
Oh.
groups?
Oh, as of now, the only group that I'm currently a part of is, well, technically, um, aside from, the Central New Jersey DSA committee, I'm also a part of, the, like Girls Who Code, the organization, because I was a part of like a summer internship program and, um, like, so I guess I don't know if like if it would still count, but that's like the closest I ever got. That or there's also just like some local clubs in my college that I'm a part of. But aside from that, I'm not really a part of like any other big organizations. Um, though I have been looking into a few of them. Like for example, oh shoot, why am I blanking on the name? I um it was I was like for example, I was looking into like different environmental organizations to get a part of. Um and like there's one in particular I'm trying to remember the name of. It's not
I'm part of
it was
a
Sierra
lot
Club,
of
that's
them.
what it was. This Sierra Club, I think it was.
My problem with Sierra Club is they charge a membership fee, and I've heard a
Oh, I
lot of
didn't
bad
know
things
that.
about. Yeah, I don't
Yeah, I
join
didn't know about
anything that
that.
charges. If
Yeah,
you're interested in environmental stuff, though, I'll send you an email about that privately because I'm involved in a lot of environmental groups.
yeah, that'd be
Um,
great, actually.
Recently also had a huge scandal where they canceled their trip to apartheid Israel, and then like ADL and Jewish Federation pressured
Jesus,
Syria to bring the trips back. It's kind of a dick move.
Jesus Christ, I didn't know that. Yeah, never mind. Well, now I feel a little stupid. I didn't know about that. I'm sorry.
You should
so
definitely form your own opinion though. I say try it out, see. Um, just yeah.
Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, just always keep
Absolutely.
yeah. Like I've
Yeah.
been in certain groups and I've left certain groups. The only reason why I ever leave groups is because I don't know what it is about me, but I have to have like a lot of structure.
Hmm.
Um, like everything has to be organized. And yeah, that overwhelms me when like groups aren't organized.
I understand. Like you want to know if people have like the plan and everything's set in stone, everything's all in its place. And if it's not like that, and it's kind of like all over the place. I get that. It can be like really overwhelming and confusing.
Yeah. Do you know PHP? Can you code in PHP?
No.
Okay. Um, okay.
cannot be there.
And let's hear you did PHP. Because we're looking for a PHP coder because we need to do so much.
Oh, 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 it's different. I haven't heard of this language before. I'm
Yeah,
like, I only know like the more like the HTML and like Python, JavaScript. I haven't heard of PHP yet.
Yeah, if you know Python, that'd be awesome if like you can help analyze data and build
Oh
like
yeah.
data models.
I mean, I'm still very much a beginner at coding. I'm still learning basics, but Python is one of the programs I learned a little bit about, so I might be able to help with that. But I would not bet on that. I'm still very much a newbie when it comes to coding. So
Okay, if you want, I can add you to our cloud computing team and you can log in and just create servers and practice around with them if you
all right,
need to.
yeah, that'd be cool actually.
Yeah, we use
You know,
DigitalOcean for our cloud.
okay, that's good.
Um,
Sorry, were you gonna say something?
Me? No.
Okay. No, I was just gonna say that I actually like I was planning on going into IT for my major, and I was kind of struggling with that because I never really knew what I wanted to do career-wise with it. but I knew that one of the things I wanted to do was to help in situations like this, like use my the skills that I like in computing to help in causes like this, to help in like mutual aid and help support the movement, I guess. And so this would be really cool. It'd almost be like an honor, like I would love to help out in that, even though I'm still very much new to all this.
It definitely would be great because getting all of this stuff set up and provisioned,
Yeah.
it's time consuming.
Yeah, I can only imagine, Lord knows.
Like for every SNJ account that like gets set up, there's like 30 to 45 minutes of work behind that.
Oh, Jesus.
Ash, did you want to share anything?
No, not really. I think I'm good for right now, just listening. My brain's a little bit fried, so I don't have too much to say right now.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's perfectly fine. Is
By
there
this time on a
anything?
Thursday, I'm always fried too. Let me.
Is there anything that anyone else wants to bring up, like ideas that you want to do? Let me share. Think of. Oh, we also have a URL shortener. snj.link. This is our short URL. So if you ever need to generate like a short URL and customize it to share with other groups, you can do it there. Or I can like manually do it for you. Yeah, but that tracks like it. I think it's the only tool that we have that tracks like information. Our website is built like with like a lot of consent in mind. Like we have no cookies other than the required one cookie that keeps you logged into the website. And we don't collect data like analytics or anything for like any of our visitors. But that URL shortener does collect some basic stuff. So just keep that in mind if you ever want to use it.
For the most part, we try to be very secure with everything we do.
Yeah, we definitely. Oh, I have to start that back up. Every month. What is today's date? I guess I'll start it for next month. But every month I host like a tech discussion for people to come and join, like explain what's working for them, what could be improved, what they've learned. So I'll definitely get that set up and send that out to everyone. Wow, that was not a sentence. Send that out to everyone. If you're not part of our email list, let me get you the link to join. The email list is like the general list for everything.
There's two different lists. There's the list that Mia's talking about, which is everyone that's been involved in the network. And there's a separate email list that I'm maintaining that's just for people who've come to the planning meetings for like follow-up or who've expressed interest, more recently. So it's two separate email lists, that's all. Because some people used to be part of the network and then left. And so like I started a new list just for like everybody.
We have to talk about the tracker. We still have so many, let me pull that up. We still have so many groups that we have to reach out to and like look for more data. Just because like there wasn't any data to really go off of.
We have
Is
a
that in
list
the
of
shared
groups.
drive?
Yeah. We have a list of groups that we found just throughout the state, different types of mutual aid groups. And Mia spent a lot of time looking up their information and like contact information, or if they have like Facebooks or Twitters, or so we're taking on the task of reaching out to groups individually and seeing if do you want to be part of the network, and we do social events. We'll invite everybody. Do you want to come to our planning meetings? So there's like an open invitation for anybody in mutual aid field to come and be part of the group.
So I'm sharing a screenshot because I forgot that in order to view this, you have to have an SNJ account. But I'll show you what it looks like with a screenshot. Okay, that's in the chat. We have about 9 more minutes. Anything anyone wants to bring up?
I just want to say, invite your friends, invite people from your groups, invite anybody you know to come and be part of the planning process, or part of, just part of the network in general. Anybody else? Final thoughts? The meeting's usually an hour. Sometimes we go over, sometimes we go under, but we usually try to keep it about an hour.
I just wanted to add, I think Mia asked the question regarding this meetup with all mutual aid groups or some event that you guys were thinking about trying to plan or do in the past. If that's something you're thinking you want to do in the future, I'm very interested in helping with that.
We plan on having another conference next year, probably. The conference was in May. We talked about having it in 6 months, but the consensus was to wait a year to have a second conference. But we do plan on having like a social event where we can all meet each other and talk. And that's tentatively going to be in November. That's the Lumio poll will be out this week for that. So if you join the Lumio, you'll be able to vote on the dates for that. That would be like an in-person social event. And what Mia was talking about was having like an online Zoom event also, where we could all meet each other via Zoom. So we have those would be more, the social event and the Zoom meeting would be in the near future, where the next conference, because that takes months of planning. We had 3 sessions with 3 different speakers for each session, different topics. So that took a long time to plan. So that would probably be like a next year thing, where we have like a large conference where everyone from the whole network's invited. It was a whole day long. We had lunch and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. What
So-
I'd like to see for the online event, kind of my vision for it is like have breakout rooms and have simulations of what happens in communities and like give like the breakout rooms chances to like plan and like how they would go about it to kind of like prepare. I personally I'm big on planning. I love having like 3 plans in place. And then like part of that like was to have like a round table to open up the discussion of mutual aid in New Jersey and kind of discuss more of that at the conference, the in-person conference. We had a discussion on forming a federation, which didn't really go in any direction other than shot down. So we can always revisit things like that too. But if you want to help plan that, I can definitely set up like another time, another meeting that works for you and like get anyone else who wants to be involved in it. Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, definitely. I'm interested. So whatever you set up, I'll try to make myself available so we can talk about it.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
And then if anyone wants to join the Signal, let me get the link for that.
So for the Signal and the SSNJ accounts and all the tech stuff, you can go through Mia. A lot of the stuff you'll need an SNNJ account to access.
Who turned our
none of
group link off
Or group link.
for Signal? I just re-enabled it again. You can join the Signal group there. And the kind of policies, like as far as like data, if it's usually an event that needs to be secure, it's done on Signal. But Slack can also be used for anything general, like discussions about the meetings and whatnot. But if you're actually planning a direct action in order to prevent like, being compromised, you can do it in the Signal. Or we can spin up a Rocket Chat server for you and make that end-to-end encrypted if you need that.
Signal and Rocket Chat are encrypted, so they're more secure than other servers.
Yeah, and if we do the Rocket Chat, it's on our own server, so we control it. And then Signal, it's obviously through their data centers and servers.
I only understand about 10% of all that. So that's why me is tech.
Wait, so we're not getting rid of Rocket Chat? I
No.
thought there was a message saying goodbye to Rocket Chat.
Yes, I sent that message, the bittersweet email. We don't use Rocket Chat for SNJ anymore, just because of how the dynamics worked out with it. There wasn't really that much of an adoption of using the platform, despite like trying to, remind members every week to join it. It mostly was for like people would join and then their account would go inactive and like be added to the list to be removed. So yeah, we figured that was not the best option to keep around, but we do have the configurations of it where before I did delete the server, I took a snapshot of the server so we can always spin it back up within 5 minutes if we need to. For like emergency things or a resort to Signal. So while we don't generally use it, it's possible if another group wants to use our cloud infrastructure that they can spin it up themselves.
Okay, thank you for the explanation. Because it was mentioned that it was gone, and now hearing that it was like something we could do, so it was just a little bit confusing.
Yeah, I get that. All right, so without any last thoughts, motion to adjourn the meeting.
Seconded.
All right, does anyone have any opposition? All right, well, thank everyone for coming.
Thank you,
This was-
everybody.
Yeah,
Thank
really
you. I
cool
hope to
seeing
see
new
you again.
faces.
Have a
Always.
great evening.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good
Bye,
night.
everyone. Have a good